Hello, I'm Benny Herrlin from the Foundation on Future Farming, and we have established here a global field of 2,000 square meters. What you see behind me are 2,000 square meters, and this is the acreage that every person on this planet has in terms of arable land. Not the pasture and the green land, but the arable land. So these 2,000 square meters are nourishing you. Everything you eat, but also your cotton shirt and so on and so forth, has to grow on these 2,000 square meters. Now these 2,000 square meters are much bigger and produce much more than you could possibly ever eat as one single person. And still 800 million people go hungry every day, and still the distribution of this 1.4 billion hectares of arable land on the world is very unjust. And what we want to show here on this 2,000 square meter field is that, number one, there is plenty for everybody to eat. There is no need to worry. Even if we are 12 billion people one day, we will have enough arable land to nourish us. But we have to keep this arable land in good order. We have to nourish the land as well. We must not exploit the land in a way that endangers in the near or longer future the food security of the world. The overproduction of agricultural produce today could eventually really endanger the food security of our children and grandchildren. And this is the second message of this global field. Every bite you eat, whatever you eat, has a specific location where it has been grown. You can never eat something without a piece of land that is actually determined by the way you eat, by the way you consume. And I would like to invite you to open the fridge today and have a look at the products inside your fridge and ask yourself, where are my 2,000 square meters? And you will probably make a big journey all around the world, and you will find out that a lot of the products you are eating, you are consuming, are not from nearby, but actually from overseas, from Asia, from Latin America, especially when you also think of the animal feed. And more than 1/3 of the acreage here is dedicated to feed animals, not humans. And there are limits that we are showing. We cannot all eat 100 kilo of meat per year per person. We should not eat more meat in the end of the day probably than the pastures give us, plus a little extra of what the arable land gives us. So welcome to the 2,000 square meter field, and we would hope that we can see you in the future on this field, but also on the virtual field that we have on our website. Thank you very much.